G'day and welcome. Let's take a moment, shall we? Just breathe in and then slowly out. We're about to embark on a quiet journey together, a gentle drift high above a land of breathtaking beauty. Forget the hustle and bustle of the everyday for a little while. Today we're going to float. We're going to soar on the softest of breezes over the vast and enchanting landscapes of Jilin province in northeast China. There's no rush here. We'll simply let the currents carry us, observing the world unfold below like a magnificent living map. It's a chance to see things from a different perspective, to find a little bit of peace in the grand tapestry of nature. Imagine yourself now, lifting ever so gently from the ground. The world below begins to shrink, but in doing so, its true scale and majesty are revealed. You are weightless, a silent observer in the vast expanse of the sky. From this vantage point, the worries of the world seem so small, so insignificant. Our gentle flight path now carries us towards a truly magnificent sight. Below us, stretching across the horizon, lies the Changbai mountain range. From our aerial perch, it looks like the sleeping form of an ancient colossal dragon, its spine a rugged ridgeline of dark volcanic rock and deep green forest. These mountains are not just stone and soil. They are the very soul of this region, a place of myth, legend, and profound natural power. The peaks, some still holding patches of snow even in the warmer months, seem to scratch at the belly of the clouds, creating their own weather systems and guarding the secrets held within their deep, silent valleys. We drift closer, and the details begin to emerge from the vastness. We can see the deep creases and folds of the mountainsides, carved over millennia by wind, water, and ice. Ancient forests of Korean pine and larch cling tenaciously to the steep slopes. And there, nestled right in the heart of the highest peaks, is the jewel of Changbai Heaven Lake, or Tianqi. From our vantage point, it is a breathtaking spectacle, a vast sapphire blue eye staring up at the sky from within the caldera of a dormant volcano. The water is so pure, so impossibly blue, that it seems to have captured a piece of the heavens itself. Leaving the high peaks of the Changbai Mountains behind, we now follow the path of the water. Our gaze is drawn to a shimmering silver ribbon that snakes its way from the mountains and across the vast plains below. This is the mighty Songhua River, the lifeblood of Jilin. From our aerial perspective, we can appreciate its grand, meandering journey. It doesn't rush. It glides, carving gentle curves through the fertile land, its waters reflecting the endless blue of the sky above. Along its banks, life flourishes in vibrant shades of green, a stark and beautiful contrast to the dark, wild mountains where it was born. The river is a storyteller. As we drift along its course, we can see the narrative of human settlement and agriculture written upon the land. Neat squares of farmland line its banks, their colors changing with the crops, the deep green of corn, the golden yellow of soybeans. Small villages and towns cluster near its shores, their rooftops like scattered pebbles. For centuries, this river has nourished the people of Jilin, providing water for their crops, a path for their boats, and a source for their sustenance. Look closely and you can see the smaller tributaries feeding into the main channel, like tiny veins joining a great artery. They spiderweb across the landscape, collecting water from every corner of the province. Our aerial journey now takes us over a truly awe-inspiring sight, the vast, unbroken forests of Jilin. From up here, it looks less like a collection of individual trees and more like a single, living entity, a great green ocean that stretches to the horizon in every direction. The canopy rolls and swells with the contours of the land beneath, creating waves of green that ripple under the gentle pressure of the wind. The sheer scale of it is humbling. This is one of China's most significant forested areas, a vital green lung for the planet, breathing in carbon dioxide and breathing out the clean, fresh air we feel around us now. We lower our altitude slightly, drifting closer to this immense sea of green. Now we can begin to distinguish the different textures and shades within the canopy. The feathery light green of the larches mixes with the deep dark tones of the Korean pines and spruces. In the more open areas, the broader leaves of birch and oak trees create patches of brighter, more vibrant green. It's a rich and complex tapestry, woven from countless different species of plants, all living together in a balanced and ancient ecosystem. The silence from up here is profound, but we can imagine the life teeming below the canopy, the quiet footsteps of deer, the chatter of birds, the rustle of leaves in the undergrowth. This forest is not static. It is constantly in motion. We can see the subtle sway of the treetops as a breeze passes through, a movement that flows across the landscape like a current in the water. Our journey is not bound by a single day or season. Let us now imagine the landscape of Jilin transformed by the deep chill of winter. The vibrant greens and earthy browns are gone, replaced by a world of pristine, brilliant white. From our vantage point in the sky, the province becomes a minimalist masterpiece, a study in light and shadow. The Songhua River, which we saw flowing so freely, is now a winding path of solid ice. Though in some places its current is strong enough to keep the water open, a dark, steamy ribbon cutting through the frozen landscape. But it is along the banks of the Songhua River, particularly near Jilin city, that winter performs its most magical act. Here we witness the breathtaking phenomenon of rime ice or wusong. As we drift above, we see the willow and pine trees along the riverbanks transformed into something from a fairy tale. They are not merely covered in snow, they are encased in a thick feathery coating of pure white ice crystals. The relatively warm water of the river releases steam into the freezing air, and this moisture freezes instantly onto every surface, creating intricate crystalline sculptures. From our aerial perspective, the avenues of trees look like a forest made of coral or crystal. Each tiny twig and pine needle is adorned with a delicate feathery frost, making the branches appear thick and soft, as if they were made of white swan feathers. When the morning sun catches these ice-encrusted trees, the entire scene glitters and sparkles with an ethereal light. It's a surreal and silent world, beautiful in its fragility. The contrast between the dark flowing water of the river and the brilliant white of the rime-covered trees is absolutely stunning, a perfect work of natural art. Now let us shift the season once more. We leave the crystalline world of winter behind and imagine ourselves floating over Jilin in the heart of autumn. The landscape below is no longer a sea of green or a canvas of white, but an explosion of warm, vibrant color. It is as if a giant has swept a paintbrush across the province, dabbing the forests with brilliant golds, fiery reds, and deep oranges. From our high vantage point, the sheer variety and intensity of the colors are, honestly, just breathtaking. The rolling hills and mountainsides are ablaze with a final, glorious celebration of life before the quiet of winter sets in. We drift over the vast mixed forests, and what was once a uniform green canopy is now a rich and complex mosaic. The maple trees are the stars of the show, their leaves turning a brilliant fiery crimson that stands out against the landscape. Our flight takes us over what is known as the Red Leaf Valley in the Jiaohe area. Here, the autumn display reaches its dramatic crescendo. The entire valley seems to be on fire, saturated with the most intense shades of red imaginable. The river that winds through the valley floor reflects the crimson canopy, creating a surreal and immersive world of color. It's a powerful and moving sight, a testament to the beauty of transition and the natural cycle of letting go. The air itself seems to have a golden quality, filled with the soft, hazy light of autumn. Floating silently above this incredible spectacle, one feels a sense of warmth and richness. Autumn in Jilin is not a sad farewell to summer. It is a vibrant, energetic display of nature's artistry. Let us now complete the cycle of the seasons, turning our gaze to the landscape of spring. After the long, cold winter, the first signs of life are a subtle but powerful miracle. From our aerial view, we can see the transformation begin as a faint green haze that seems to hover over the forests and fields. The hard, white blanket of snow recedes, revealing the dark, damp earth, ready for a new beginning. The ice on the rivers begins to crack and break apart, and the water starts to flow freely once more, its movement a sign of the land's reawakening. As spring progresses, that soft green haze deepens into a vibrant, almost luminous green. The birch trees are among the first to sprout their tiny, delicate leaves, their branches suddenly alive with color. On the mountainsides, we can see vast patches of wild azaleas bursting into bloom, painting the slopes in brilliant shades of pink and purple. From above, these fields of flowers look like soft-hued clouds resting on the hills. Soon, spring gives way to the fullness and energy of summer. The greens of the landscape deepen and mature into a rich, lush canopy. The forests become dense and full, a vibrant sea of life swaying under the warm sun. The fields of corn and soybeans grow tall, creating geometric patterns of deep green across the plains. The rivers run full and clear, reflecting the brilliant blue of the summer sky. It is a season of peak vitality, a time when the entire province seems to hum with a quiet, powerful energy. The days are long, and the light lingers, bathing the landscape in a warm, golden glow late into the evening. From our peaceful perch in the sky, we can appreciate the sheer abundance of summer. The world below is teeming with life, from the deepest parts of the forest to the bustling farmlands along the river. Our gentle journey now drifts away from the wild, natural landscapes and guides us over the centers of human life in the province. Below us, the sprawling city of Changchun, the capital of Jilin, comes into view. From this height, the city reveals its unique character. It is known as the City of Forests, and from the air, it is easy to see why. Unlike many metropolises that appear as a dense grey grid, Changchun is punctuated by vast green spaces. We can see wide tree-lined boulevards and enormous parks, like Nanhu Park with its serene lake, appearing as green lungs breathing life into the urban environment. The city's layout is remarkably orderly. We can trace the grand avenues radiating from central squares, a design that speaks to its history and planning. We float over the former imperial palace of the Manchu state, its traditional golden-tiled roofs a striking contrast to the modern architecture surrounding it. Next, our flight path takes us eastward, following the Songhua River to Jilin's second-largest urban center, Jilin City. This city has an even more intimate relationship with the river that flows directly through its heart. From above, we can see how the city embraces the river, with parks, walkways, and impressive bridges spanning its width. The river is not just a feature, it is the city's centerpiece. In winter, this is the very place where the magical Rime ice forms, and we can imagine the riverbanks sparkling white, right in the middle of the urban landscape. Jilin City feels older, more nestled into the surrounding landscape of rolling hills. We can see temples and pavilions perched on the hillsides overlooking the city, their traditional architecture a timeless counterpoint to the bustling streets below. The city seems to follow the natural contours of the land, its growth guided by the river and the hills. Our time in the sky is now drawing to a close. The sun hangs lower, casting a soft golden light across the world below. It is time to begin our gentle descent, to return to the earth. As we slowly drift downwards, the grand sweeping vistas begin to resolve back into finer details. The vast sea of forest becomes individual trees, the mighty river becomes flowing water, and the distant mountains regain their immense solid presence. Our journey is ending, but the feeling of peace and wonder it has inspired will remain with us long after our feet touch the ground. We have seen Jilin in all its magnificent forms. We have floated over the ancient spine of the Changbai Mountains and gazed into the celestial blue of Heaven Lake. We have followed the life-giving journey of the Songhua River and lost ourselves in the endless ocean of green forest. We have witnessed the magical, crystalline beauty of a Rime ice winter, the fiery explosion of autumn's colors, the gentle promise of spring, and the lush vitality of summer. We have seen how nature and humanity live side by side in the cities of Changchun and Jilin. As we come to rest, let's take one final deep breath of this clean, fresh air. Let the feeling of weightlessness, of floating peacefully above the world, linger in your mind. Thank you for joining me on this gentle flight over the remarkable province of Jilin. I hope this journey has brought you a measure of tranquility and a deeper appreciation for the quiet beauty that exists all around us. Until we meet again, be well and carry this sense of serenity with you. Farewell for now.